Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a look again at AVAX, seeing what's going on. This coin is performing interesting, almost staying perfectly within all these fib levels here. We can see our playout chart from yesterday. If we pull up our Twitter, we can see that the price action is honoring this head and shoulders pattern. So there's a good chance this 2450 is the likely top, and the price will pull back, especially, and here's the main reason why I feel that way, Bitcoin dominance. What the hell? It just keeps going up and up and up. It's insane. And, I obviously recognize there's a lot of money flowing into Bitcoin, but this consistency is going to cause some altcoins to suffer here soon, especially if Bitcoin starts to pull back. So just kind of give you a little heads up here. If you look at our this little cheat sheet that I have, Bitcoin dominance going up, Bitcoin price goes up, alts should be going down. They're kind of not. They're not going up as quick as Bitcoin though. If Bitcoin goes down, we're going to see a dump from altcoins, right? It's generally speaking the next step here. So I would be very surprised if altcoins are going to surge here soon. I think majority of them are going to pull back. AVAX is one of those that looks like it's been primed and ready to pull back for a short while. So either way, just kind of prefacing here, letting you know that's kind of what we're looking at for the moment. Let's take a quick look at the backend data, see if there's any additional longs. My guess is there is, that added to the liquidation to the price action below. So let's take a look here. Definitely looks a lot deeper than yesterday. So let's take a look. If we look at this, $26 is that area still, and low 22. We kind of compare that here. Same as before, but this is a little deeper here. So we got more liquidation to the downside, adding to that potential reversal. So it's not a guarantee, folks, by any stretch. We're kind of in the middle of it. It doesn't really tell us a ton, but it does imply here that if AVAX pulls back, it'll pull back probably pretty hard to fill this 400 million, maybe now 500 million liquidation. All right, so let's take a look at the daily time frame, not the daily time frame, and we'll see what's going on with the bigger picture here. Now, again, this is not a perfect or exact situation here, but when we look at the moving averages, we are above the two important ones. So I want you to know if you do end up shorting, it's higher risk, okay, just in general. Longs are higher risk too in general as well, because there's a lot of confirming factors the price shouldn't go much higher. But once again, we never truly know. However, at this point, with that liquidation level there and some fair value as low as about $22, it would make sense the price action pulls back here in the relative near future, just based on the overall pattern we're seeing. However, is sense always made in the crypto market? Definitely not. We don't need to expect everything to be perfect, because it never is. But we are over 50 on the RSI. That's generally a favorable sign. Money flow index is increasing. Stochastic is pulling back. But trend strength is good, okay? Same thing here with MACD as well. Still converging, but hasn't fully diverged yet. So generally in sense here, we're above majority of the important stuff. And it's just one of those situations where AVAX does look like it's doing well in the macro, okay? We look at the more so transitionary time frame here. We can see the 20 and the 50-day SMA holding the price action in place, or essentially just kind of letting us know we want to be close. We want to close soundly above 2450 to have any legs to stand on here. Same thing as well if we look at some of these indicators here. We're trending towards 50 on the RSI. Money flow index is increasing, but it's still not very strong considering what just happened. And then stochastic is swinging up. MACD is tentatively rejecting here that we might have an MACD-FU. Our TSI isn't over the zero line here, so to me personally, that's not really a good strength in this trend. If we look at the hourly, the Ichimoku cloud is rejecting its upper lead here. Okay, so this is kind of common stance, commonplace. While we do have the lag span free and clear, this does confirm that with this momentum, we're more likely to see the price pull back than up. Again, based on the overall sentiment here, that Bitcoin is tentatively reaching its top. Once more, a lot of things can change, but me personally, with Bitcoin dominance getting ever so high, I really think that AVAX and most other altcoins will probably pull back here in the relative near future. So these are kind of just some indications here where we're at. So it's not a guarantee it's going to continue going lower, but it's also less likely it's going to continue higher. Okay. Now again, head and shoulders patterns, they tend to play out pretty high statistics. So if we take a look here, see where are the head and shoulders? Head and shoulders, 83% chance of likelihood of the price pulling back down. So we do lose this neckline here, which is this level here. Then I would say it's a guarantee we're going to see the price continue lower. Obviously, we're a ways away from that, but it's a pretty obvious pattern here rejecting off this 0.236 fib level, more likely to pull back at the very least. So my speculation is, we're probably going to see somewhere in the range of the low $23 range, and then potentially even lower. If we retest that level, there's a solid chance we'll see that extra liquidity here gets swept. So again, just some things to be mindful of, right? We got to recognize there's still liquidation on the upside, but a lot of longs here potentially going to get destroyed here in the relative near future. So it's kind of where we're at. Hope that makes sense. I described that correctly. Thank you again so much, everybody, for watching, and always hitting the like button before we get started, or to tail off, or either way you look at it. Thank you again so much for that, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Make sure you jump on over to our Discord, Telegram, or Twitter if you want to just join up and get to know everyone. We got some awesome traders there. Also, make sure you reference BTCC, phenomenal exchange, newly acquired partnership there, because we would need more no KYC, no VPN required exchanges for my my community. So it's just kind of an alternative option. Thanks. We'll see you again soon. Take care.